Hey legends, what's going on? So basically, as you probably saw in the title of the video, we're going to be doing a bit of a build series on this little steed here, which is a pretty sick bike. So it's actually a 2003 specialized big hit, which were the first 24-inch rear wheels. So it's a 24-inch rear, 26-inch front. So pretty old school, pretty nostalgic. And we're going to be doing a pretty cool build on it. We're going to be painting it all new parts, everything like that. But it might go over a few episodes because I'm going to fit this in between all the other videos I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at the bike. Alrighty, so here she is. How sick do they look, man? Oh, it is such a cool bike. So yeah, they built these in 2003. So this is a 2003 model. And I mean, they changed the frame design and everything like that pretty much a few times. But this was the first 27.5 rear wheel. As you know, you've got them riders now like Remy Morton, which is an absolute legend, and he's running the big mullet setup, 24-inch rear wheel on his specialized demo. And he's obviously got like short cranks and no chain, and he's just crazy. But this is where all that stuff came from. This is the bike that made all that stuff sort of happen. But yeah, so it's a pretty nostalgic bike, and that's why I want to do like a really cool build on this thing. I have this thing just sitting at home, and I mean, we're going to be turning it into a single speed. So I'm going to get rid of the big chain ring on there, try to put a different bottom back end in it and stuff like that. And we'll do a cool single speed setup on the back so we can clean up the bars nice and neat. Now the forks that are on there, they're actually old school bomber forks. So I don't know if I want to keep them. I've never rebuilt fork because they're actually thinner. They're a bit thinner than your standard triple clamp fork these days. So I reckon they're pretty cool. And I mean, if this was all polished up, like highly polished, and at the top there, drop these down a bit, everything like that, probably would look pretty cool. But I don't know if you can actually drop this down because I think these are fixed actually in here, but I don't know. We'll have a look at it. Brakes are going to go. We'll get some nice chrome brakes because the color theme I want to go for this, I'm thinking the bike, I want to go like a mint green, but I also want to paint the fork. So like mint green, and then just all like chrome and silver components on it. Obviously black rims, and then the single speed setup and everything like that. It'd be pretty cool. And now with the frame, I want to go like a mint green. I don't know if we should do like an effect on it, like a splatter black effect on it or something like that, or just go like a mint green with the specialized down here, specialized on the front. And we'll do the rear triangle green, I think, in that green. But I don't know. I'm open to colors, so if you guys want to, if you think anything would look better than the mint green, just let me know. But I think it would look pretty cool. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of parts that are going to go on this bike. I'm going to do it on a bit of a budget. Like, I don't want to go splashing out. I want to show you guys that you can build a pretty cool bike, and it's a bit of a time capsule for not much money. So what we'll do anyway is we'll start tearing it apart. We want to rip this thing all the way down. I've got a box. I'm just going to throw basically all the bits and pieces in the box so we can sort out what we need, what we're going to use, what we won't use, and what we need to buy and everything like that. So anyway, let's start tearing it apart. All right, so it actually has just started to sprinkle. So what we'll do is we'll move it undercover here and continue just here. This crank's being difficult. So this is what I got the bike stripped down to at the moment. Nothing sort of goes smoothly. This crank stuck on the bike, can't get it off, so I need like a crank puller or something like that to try to get that off. And then also the forks are stuck on the bike too. I'm trying to hammer that out to pull the forks out. You'd think nothing would be in its way, seeing everything's undone and it should just pull out, but it's not pulling out. So very typical, very fun. So this might take a few hours now of blood, sweat and tears, but we'll get it done. So I've actually sorted out what was stopping the forks from coming out. So if you can see here, you've got this little cap that was actually hammered down in there. So I've got a little flat head just to sort of pry it out of there. But you can see this, you pull this off like that, just this little cap. And then you can see all the ball bearings in there, and then your fork can just pull straight out. So anyway, that's how you do that. We'll be putting a new nice headset in this because I don't know, this is a bit crappy. So I'll set up the camera and we'll pull the forks off. So it looks murdered now, but as you can see, there's the different bits and pieces on the floor there. So we've got the front wheel, fork, rear wheel, frame with the crank stuck on there still. But as you can see, it's such a cool looking frame. Like, it's such a cool bike. It's going to be so cool when it's all done. And we'll take it we'll ride the bloody thing. We're not going to just have it sitting there looking pretty. We'll go do a sugar bag, hit the jump lines and everything like that on it, and just, yeah, have a little shred because, I mean, it's pretty sick. And it's a bit nostalgic, so yeah. Alrighty guys, that's it for part one of the specialized big hit build series, I should say. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. There's gonna be heaps of mad shit coming. This is just part one. Next part, what we'll be doing is tearing this frame part right back to bare bones, nothing, and we're going to respray it. So if you guys could put in some comments on what color you should think I should paint this. As I said before, I'm thinking mint green would be pretty cool, but I mean, I'm open to suggestions, so if you guys could leave a comment, that'd be awesome. And till next time guys, take care and just keep shredding. Shoo!